Okay, awesome. All right, welcome to our new Coach Getting Started Right call. I love that we have some new faces on this call tonight. That makes me so freaking excited. I love new coach energy because you're like so excited and ready to conquer the world and terrified all at the same time. And you don't know what to do and your brain is going a million miles an hour, and that is so normal. So I want you to know that first of all. If you are not my personally sponsored downline, then you welcome. I'm Rachel. You probably know my face from Restoration Nation, but I've been doing this for about 2.5 years, and I just want you all to know you do not have to know everything starting out. I have never once in my life attended a Getting Started Right call. I had to figure out all of this stuff by myself on my own, failing forward every day. So just know that it's going to take some time to learn everything. You'll get there, and you've got an incredible support system in this team to get you started. Some of my pictures are blurry. I don't know why. Donnie's supposed to redo all this because I tried to do it and it looks all janky, but you know what? I tried. So what I'm going to do is, hey, Miss Kaylee, I have everybody muted. So if you'll make sure that you're muted, I'm going to go through the presentation, and at the end, we're going to take any questions. So just make notes so that at the end we can talk about it. So basically what we're going to talk about tonight is everything that you need to know to launch your business. What are the basic things within Beachbody that will help you feel confident in getting started in your coaching journey, keeping in mind that everything goes at your own pace. So we're going to talk a little bit about goals. We're going to talk about how to run a group, if you do it by yourself, if you do it with other people, how does that work, and what do coaches actually do behind the scenes? Like, what are your actual daily to-do list as a coach? So we're going to talk about some of that. So the first thing you want to do in your business is set some goals. And you're probably like, well, Rachel, I have no idea what the crap kind of goals you want me to set, but girl, I'm all ears. So here are the basic kind of loose structure goals that you can set in your business. The number one thing that I have always focused on in my business, because it's a great barometer for growth, and it helps me know that I'm hitting my goals each month, is Success Club. This is a term that you will know a little bit about if you went through the new coach checklist. That is your starting point. So if you haven't done that yet, some of this won't make complete sense, but that's okay. You can go back and do your checklist. It talks about how to set up your auto draft, how to do a share cart, which is how to sign somebody up. And it does talk about Success Club and Emerald Coach in there too. But Success Club, all that means is that you're helping 3 people start their journey each month. A challenge pack is either Shakeology or the Performance Line paired with a workout, or Shakeology paired with 2B Mindset, or one of those combinations of packages. For every package, you're awarded 2 points, and for 3 people getting started on your journey, you have hit Success Club. All this means is that you can pay for your shakes for the month, or your Performance Line, or whatever it is that if you're on an auto ship, and you're making on average anywhere from $100 to $140 if you're hitting that benchmark. What this also allows you to do is that next month, those people might reorder. So you'll have the chance to make commission on their order again the following month, or present the opportunity to them to sign up as a discount coach to save money on their package. So that is the basic parameter for what you can work towards. So if you help 3 people every month, that is kind of where your direction in your business can go. That's really where I've focused. I've hit Success Club every month for 32 months, 36 months, or something like that. Ever since I launched my business, I've never missed a month because it was a huge priority for me. There are many other ways to sign up people, though, so don't focus necessarily on those numbers. Just know that's one way that you can set goals in your business. And Emerald, this next area, and we're going to talk about this. Yes, okay. So let me go through this briefly, and we'll go through them elaborately. So Emerald Coach in 2 weeks, earning $200 in your first month. That's my goal, is to help you earn $200 in your first full 30 days as a coach. We have an entire thing that you can print out that helps you log all of that and gives you the breakdown of all the commissions. That way you just have a visual. I don't know if you guys are visual learners, but that has really helped me. So Diamond Coach, and then earning $500 in your third month. So our goal is that by month 3, if you're doing the daily behaviors, that you're earning $500 a month, which I know for a lot of people, for my family personally, that was a huge deal. That paid for my shakes, it paid paid for my husband's shakes, and then it gave me some wiggle room in my regular budget. So Success Club, we talked about that, helping a minimum of 3 people. It's basically through challenge packs for new coaches. So these are people that have signed up recently. So I know Erica and Kaylee both qualify for this. A success starter basically means that in your first 3 full months as a coach, if you hit Success Club, you get a free ticket to our yearly conference. And that is going to be held in Indianapolis next June, I think, June, July, somewhere around there. But we go every single year. And if you hit Success Club in month 1, 2, and 3 in your business, you get that ticket for free. So the only thing you have to pay for is travel and lodging while you're there. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing event. Not going to want to miss that. So that all, you're probably thinking, okay, all this is great, Rachel, but how do I do this? Okay, I want to hit Success Club, but what are my action steps now? Step 1 is to host a challenge group. Step 2 is to invite to a challenge group. And step 3 is to get your friends and family started. So we're going to go through this in detail. So step 1, hosting a challenge group. You can go one of 2 routes on this. You can either host your own personal private group, or you can join a team challenge group. So when you're hosting your own group, your action steps are to pick a start date. So you're going to look at your calendar, give yourself like maybe 2 weeks before you launch it, and you're going to pick a start date for your group. You're going to decide where you want to host it, if you're going to either do it on Facebook in a private group, or you can also do it in the My Challenge Tracker app. And then you're just going to hit the ground running and do it. I have all kinds of content that I can give you that is like pre-written posts so that you don't even have to think about what to put up in your group every single day. I can provide that for you. You can tweak it to your needs, or you can write everything yourself. There's no right or wrong, but that resource is available to you. The second option is to join the team challenge group. A lot of new coaches really love this option because we as a team run 1, if not 2 monthly challenge groups together. And this allows us to have community. It allows us to have a really big, fun, engaging group where we're all plugging in and super excited. So in September, we have 2 group options available. We're doing To Be Mindset as one group option, and then we're doing Live 4 as a second group option. You always have the buffer of being in my ongoing challenge group, Restoration Nation family page. And that is basically what I do is when I have somebody who's new, and this is a process that I have evolved over the last couple of years. I have not always done it this way. When somebody completes a 30-day challenge with me, they get plugged into that Restoration Nation family page so they can have ongoing support if they choose it. So your goal is to have at least 3 challengers in the group. The more, the better. And you want to just make sure that you are coaching your own clients behind the scenes. So you're checking in with them, you're making sure that they're on track, you're making sure that they're reaching their goals, problem solving, and really being that coach presence to them. So those are your 2 options when it comes to challenge groups. And there's no right or wrong, but you just have to pick what's right for you. Some of these images are weird. Ugh. Step 2 is you're going to invite to a challenge group. So inviting seems scary to some people. And when they hear that word, they're like, Rachel, I don't want to be a salesperson. Rachel, I can't do this. Before you do that, before you think that, hear me out. All it is sharing out of an overflow of how excited you are. If you had a business, if you opened a restaurant, you would ask your friends and family to come dine at your establishment. You would ask them to say, hey, I'm running the best $5 lunch deal this week. Why don't you come try it out and tell me what you think? You are literally doing the same thing with your family and your friends, but you're offering them an opportunity to change their health. I cannot tell you what a gift it is to be able to directly impact the people that I love the most in this world through healthy habits. So you're going to make this, I don't know if this is not helpful, but the process is you're going to make a contact list. Write and send your invite. We're going to go through all these, so don't worry. Write and send your invite, follow the invitation process, and then post on social media and get people started. So how do you make a contact list? This is basically a memory jogger. We're not going to do the call to actions on the call, but a memory jogger. You're going to think of people that you work with, cousins, sisters, organizations, church people. These are people that you love, people that you want to help. So you're going to make a list of people that you're like, you know what, that's who I want to change. That's who I want to bring alongside me at the very beginning of my business to support me. And I would present it to them in the essence to say, I would love for you to support me in my coaching business. Would you be willing to do a 30-day challenge and then give me some feedback at the end of the 30-day challenge to see how I can improve as I'm going throughout my coaching business. 9 times out of 10, those people that love you are going to support you in that way. You're going to choose an invite that suits your style. There are so many different ways you can approach this. Texting people, picking up the phone and calling them. I really love doing Facebook. Almost all of you have gotten a Facebook voice memo from me. So a Facebook voice, like a voice memo. I even go so far as doing video invites. So that's super scary to some people. But I'll record a quick 30-second invite and be like, hey, Kaylee, I am so excited about this challenge that I've got coming up. Would you be interested? And I'm like, looking at myself on my camera, and I'll send it to somebody. Or you can do something like this. I don't love the copy paste concept. I really want you to tweak it to the people that you're speaking with, and the people that make sure that it fits you. So this is a skill will take some time to figure out. I originally did it one way, then I shifted to voice memos, then I did videos, then sometimes I do written. It just depends on what's going on. So choose an invite. Here's a couple ideas. There's actually an entire file in the team page with a ton of different ideas. And if you need help writing one, just shoot me a message and I'll help you. The invitation process is also in the team page, so just make a note to go and look for that in the files. But our basic goal with the invitation process is to have some kind of a relationship with the person ahead of time. You're going to want to know what their goals are. So as you're having these conversations with people, you're wanting to be enthusiastic and genuine and knowing exactly what it is that you can help meet their need in that conversation. It's not just a simple, oh, you want to lose weight, here, get Beachbody On Demand. You want to know what their struggles are. Do they have a support system? Do they have any previous health conditions and injuries? Really take the time to get to know them. At the end of every message, one little tip is ask a question at the end of every message. So let's say I sent Misty an invite and I said, hey Misty, I've got this challenge going on. I'm so excited about it. I just recently launched my online business. I would love for you to support me in this. Do you have any health and fitness goals that we could partner together to work on? She would be like, girl, yeah, I want to lose 5 pounds by Christmas. And although most people say 50 pounds by Christmas. So you're going to be like, great. Tell me a little bit about what you've tried in the past that has or hasn't worked. She'll say something like, I've tried Weight Watchers and I really just hate having to measure things. That just takes so much time and meal planning is too hard. You'll come back and say, I totally understand that. I felt that way too when I first started. I have something in mind for me, but will you share with me what your biggest nutrition struggle is? Are you a sweet kind of person? Do you like carbs? And you're going to take the time and always end your message with a question because that keeps the flow going. You're identifying a need and then making a recommendation on what you think is going to be best fit. I highly encourage you to screenshot and send conversations in that new coach thread. That's what it's there for. Use it as a way for us to help you guide those conversations because that's a skill set that takes some time to learn. So you're going to go through that process. And then don't be afraid of the cost. It's a great deal, so keep that in the back of your mind. You're not asking them to pay an arm and a leg. It isn't actually a huge value for the money. Social media. So that's the next piece of inviting to a challenge group. So your first step is to announce that you're a coach if you haven't done that yet. In our team page, there's a unit-based training. So it's like 7 different short units where it teaches you some of the fundamentals. But the basic thing that you need to do to take away from that training is how to announce that you're a coach. So if you need help finding that unit, let me know. There's lots of examples of how you could do it when you're announcing you're a coach. A couple things to think about is whether you want to say that you're with Beachbody or not. Some people have had negative experiences with people, other coaches in the past, and you don't want that to be a reflection of your business because if someone else was doing it wrong. So let me know and I will help you craft that announcement post. Social media, a couple tips. Do post. So these are your do's. You do want to post in an ideal world when your schedule allows 2 to 3 times a day. I usually encourage you to post once about your journey and then once about your life. nothing Beachbody related, whether it's about your kids, about your marriage, about your pets. Maybe you have an interest in kayaking and that's like your hobby. I know Erica, her family like skydives, and that's freaking crazy awesome. So you do want to post about something other than your Beachbody business. So once for your Beachbody with your journey, and then once non-related to Beachbody, because you don't want your social media to become a plasterboard of Beachbody, because that will just turn people off. We really would just want to share authentically from our heart. Focus on times when your audience will be on social media. If you're a busy mom on the go, don't stress about posting during the day. You post when you're available, because the people that are going to connect with you are also going to be available at those times. So if you can only hop on, like for me, I can only hop on social media usually between like 6 and 7 a.m. after my workout. And then I'm pretty unplugged until 2 o'clock when my boys go down for a nap. So I'm only posting when I'm available. Don't stress about posting in any other time. Share your story by being honest and vulnerable. Hopefully that's something you've seen on my page, is that the more authentic you are to you, the more you're going to attract people that are doing it for the right reasons and not expecting a quick fix. We don't want those kind of people. Get ideas from other coaches in our team, and you write a coming out post. We talked about that. Things not to do. Don't post your website and tell your audience to shop. That is just like straight salesy, so let's not do that. Don't post stock photos. Don't post pictures of the product. So that's one thing that people will get turned off by, is if they see, if they have a misconception of what Shakeology is and you post a Shakeology selfie, they're not even going to give your post the time of day. So if you just put it in a regular cup and you're talking about how much you love your superfoods, it'll get 10 times more feedback than if you were just to do the Shakeology cup. Just as something I've learned. Don't just post once a week. People need to know that it is your storefront, and don't copy and paste other people's posts. That's kind of hopefully common sense. Getting people started. So we talked about this in the coach checklist. You're going to be using share carts. So if you need help learning how to do that, it is in that new coach checklist. Emerald Coach. So we're going through a lot of information. I am recording this call, so you can always go back and listen. And Emerald Coach is super simple. Sometimes people get really scared about rank advancing. Honestly, at the end of the day, when I rank advanced to Emerald, I signed up my mom and I signed up my husband, and I said, I need y'all support in this business that believe in what I'm getting ready to do. And in order for me to start growing my income, I need you guys as coaches. They didn't really have a choice. Thankfully, obviously my husband was on board. But being an Emerald coach basically gives you access to higher earnings. Honestly, you start earning bonuses based off people in your downline. So I'm contributing to growing your team underneath you, and then you're contributing, and based off what those people are getting underneath you, you earn higher paychecks and cycle bonuses. I'm not going to get into all that because it's just like way too overwhelming, and it literally took me 1.5 years to figure out any of that. So don't feel like you need to know it right now. But ideally, reaching Emerald in the first 2 weeks of your business, people that sign up just for the discount on Shakeology, you can do one coach on one side, one coach on the other, and bam, the next Thursday you are Emerald. Diamond, a little bit more complicated, but your one goal is to just duplicate Emerald every single month, and you will eventually get to Diamond. I ended up using my husband's account and my mom's account when I first hit Diamond. Obviously now I don't need their accounts to be Diamond, because I have enough people underneath me that are different ranks. But in the beginning, I just used his account and I ranked him to Emerald, and then I ranked my mom to Emerald as well. And that's Diamond. So what do you do moving forward? And we're going to have some good time for Q&A at the end. So hopefully you all have some questions for me. I know that you're probably like, oh my gosh, information overload, and that's okay. That's normal. So moving forward, so the basic core principles of what we believe in for successful coaches, like this is what the company has analyzed and looked to see, like what are the behaviors that successful coaches do, and it's these 4 vital behaviors. Number 1, your number 1 job as a coach is to get your own results, to be proof of the product by doing your workouts, drinking your shakes, plugging into an accountability group every single day, and really focusing on your health as the number 1 thing. Like of all the things that you can do in your business, That's the number one. Number two is inviting people to join with you. So that's proof of the product, inviting people to join with you. Number three is recognition. So you want to take the time to recognize success with your clients. If they hit 2 pounds gone, we celebrate. Let's post it in the challenge group page. Let's celebrate that success. If you have a fellow coach that you see that's really rocking it in their business, post on your page, celebrate their success. We want to be that vibrant, full of life community that I know that we can be and that we are. Then the last thing is personal development. So this is what's kind of crazy is that half of our vital behaviors center around us. What other business focuses on you first? But personal development is crucial to fueling your mind. There are going to be people that are going to be haters. There are going to be people that are not going to understand why you even want to do this. And at the end of the day, those people are probably not people who have your best interest at heart, or they just need to sit back and watch you for a little while. But personal development has been life-changing to know that I am on the path that I am meant to be on. And personal development helps me stay that course and fuel my mind. It's also kind of crazy how much better my posts on social media are when I'm doing personal development, because I feel like I have something to share because I'm pouring from a full cup. So those are our 4 vital behaviors. Inviting and posting come before everything else, including training. So you're going to see me post a ton of stuff in the team page. If you haven't done your daily business activities, before you look at those trainings, do those activities first and then come back to it. They'll still be there. One of the biggest mistakes that I made early in my business was not tracking my business. So I was not tracking who I was talking to. I was not tracking my follow-ups. I had no system in place. And it took me 6 months before I figured out what worked for me. But there's tons of ideas. It's actually a unit in the new coach training in our team page. It's a whole section on how to track your business and different options, including a printable that you can just print out and then use, and it has everything right there for you. But just make sure that you're tracking, so, like making a list of who it is that you're talking to, Cousin Sue, and I don't even know who else. All the people that you're like inviting to join you, make sure you're keeping those so you can follow up with. Post your goals to me or in the team page if you even want to take it one step further. And then use that first 200. I'm going to screen share that graphic. First 200 to keep a visual on what it is that you're working towards financially in your first month. So hold on. Let me share my screen in the other one. Here it is. Okay, so this is, wait a second. Aha, there we go. Can y'all see that now? My first 200 at the top. So basically what this is a printable that's in the team page. This is a place for you to just log for recommendations, for you to know where your income is coming from. And for every bubble, it's $10 that you have earned in your business. And both Shay and Leanne have reached their first 200 in their business in the first 40 days of their business last week. So they've been using this and implementing it. And it actually lists all of the products and what the commission is. This is a file in the team page. So I think I covered everything. So I know that was a lot of information, but what I want to hear what questions. Anybody have any questions, first of all? I don't have to put anybody in the spot. Okay. All right. So let me hear. I'm going to put Erica on the spot because I know Kaylee she's not overly certain that she wants to launch her business right now. So I'm not going to put her on the spot. Erica's like, let's do the dang thing. Okay. So Erica, unmute yourself. Hopefully you can do that. Or there you go. Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to hit me with what direction you need for your next step in your business. How can I support you in your next step? You may not know.
I guess just how to announce.
Yeah. Okay.
That one.
Yes. So in the team page, and I think I tagged you in it, but it was 5 minutes ago, so you haven't had a chance to look at it. For me, a couple of tips on announcing that you're a coach. Do it after 8 p.m. So anytime after 8 p.m. is a great idea, because if you do it like at 9 a.m. in the morning, nobody's going to see it. So if you announce at the end of the day, one thing that you can do, if you have a transformation that you want to share, you can do that, or just make sure that it has a picture of yourself in it. So it doesn't have to be full body shot, it can be a selfie, and just talk about why you decided to become a coach. Share part of your story. So for me, what's so crazy is I didn't do any of this when I first started. I was just like, y'all, I'm doing this, and it wasn't, there was none of this. I'm just so glad we have this system in place now. But if I could go back and do it over again, I would have done something like, I would have been like, hey guys, I am so pumped to share with you that I decided to take the leap and become an online health and fitness coach. It has changed my life being able to work out from home as a busy mom, but more than anything, the community is completely overwhelming and how much that accountability has helped me in my own journey. I'm looking for 3 people who want me to hold them accountable in their own health and fitness goals as we work together to be a small unit heading into the month of September. And I would do it something like that. But elaborate more on your story. But that's kind of what you want to do. You want to talk about your story. You want to talk about why you're excited. And at the end, you want to wrap it up with inviting them to join you. So, and one thing to keep in mind, there will not be a floodgate of people who want to join. So just know that that's nothing on you. Please know that that is not on you as a new coach. People are freaking skeptics these days. They have to watch, they have to see what you're all about, and that is so normal. At the 6-month mark, which while that seems like super overwhelming, it's like, Rachel, do I really have to wait till 6 months? But if you're consistent in sharing at that 6-month mark in your business, you're going to see so much momentum. It's going to be, people are going to be like, and to top it all off, that's going to be January. Number 1, that'll be January. Everybody wants to lose weight in January. So if you're consistent over the next 6 months in sharing your results and you get your freaking booty in kick butt shape over the next 6 months, then you will see your business blow up in January. Plus, Shaun T is coming out with a new program in December, or the pre-launch I think is in December. So I'm going to tell y'all, you joined at the perfect time, because that is going to blow this business. Anybody who has ever done Insanity is going to freak out. So it's 20-minute workouts and harder than Insanity. So it's going to be insane, literally. So that's how you announce that you're a coach. There's literally some visuals of coaches on our teams and how they did it. If you go in that post I tagged you, because I know you haven't had a chance to look at it. But
not yet.
If you want to create something and then send it to me, I can look over it, and we can make sure that it's in line with what you want for your business.
Okay.
But your first step is to launch your business, and so that's a little scary, and it's like, Another tip is that within the first 24 hours after sharing that you're a coach, just send a thank you message to those people who either liked or commented, and just say, hey, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. Something simple. You just want them to know that you appreciate that, because they're going to be more inclined to give some love on your posts in the future if you do that. I always try to do that with transformation posts too. If I post a transformation, then I'll try and go back and say thank you to people who liked it. So hopefully that's helpful.
Yes, it was.
Okay, good deal. Awesome. Misty, I'm going to unmute you, put you on the spot. Hit me. It's not letting me. Will you unmute yourself? There you go. Awesome. I don't know why I'm technologically challenged tonight. Tell me how things are going in your business, because you've been on one of these calls before. So let's problem solve. Tell me where you're at, girl.
Well, I'm kind of stuck because I guess I'm not posting enough on social media, and that's one of my fears.
Yeah, so. Afraid of what people will think of you. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough one to get over, but you have like an insane transformation already. Like, you have lost so much weight already, and you should be so proud of the hard work that you've put in. Like, that is inspiring. And so you should share I know it's hard, like, trust me, if I look back on my time hop and see how I first started posting when I was a coach, it was such a scared little timid, like, little timid Rachel. But the more that you share, the more people are going to be like, what? Why? What is she doing? And so, Misty, think about what it was that drew you to Amanda. Like, was she sharing her journey, and how was that inspiring to you? And kind of channel some of that on your post.
Right.
Hopefully that's helpful.
I'm getting there slowly, but I'm trying.
You're doing great. You're posting more now than you were a month ago. So that's progress.
Yeah.
We're all working towards that. And it takes some time to figure out how you want to share. But I was thinking about doing a training on how to share on social media, like tips and tricks on how to go about sharing your journey. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll give it more on that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
More tips the better. Okay. All right. Well, you just keep it up. You got this. I'm just going to be your little cheerleader and just remind you that you're like a total rock star and can do it.
Okay.
You're welcome. Okay. I think that's everything. Unless Kaylee, if you had any questions, you're welcome to pop on. I know she was just going to be a fly on the wall tonight. But I think that's everything that I have. If you have questions, I am your resource. I want you to message me. Do not hesitate. I may not get back to you right away, and that usually means my kids are freaking the heck out. But I will get back to you. So please know that you're never bothering me. And this is like my joy. My most exciting thing is to see my coaches succeed. Like, that's what I want. I want y'all to blow your business up, change your life, change your family's life. And that honestly lights my cup up more than anything else in this business. So, Kaylee, I saw you unmuted. No, you didn't. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. That's all I've got for tonight. So next week we will have a team call. No, I don't know what the topic is yet. I will post that as soon as I figure it out. But thanks so much for letting me spend some time with you tonight. And I look forward to seeing some announcement posts in my inbox. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.